Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Tomb Raider. We are now on level 10, which is called City of Khamoon, so we're going to start off dropping down here. There's going to be a movable block that we pull out. In case you guys are wondering, there's a movable block behind that door, but what we do first is go into this little passageway. There's a switch that we pull, and that's going to open up that door down below. We hit that switch. We can then access this movable block that we need to pull out. Now what that movable block does is it's going to go into position for us to pull the higher movable block on top of it across, but I pulled it in extra space because I wanted to be able to see what's behind some clips and a small med pack, so it's a good thing. We are going to need the magnum clips. It's likely the small med. This level is relatively... I'm going to push this in. Let's move. Do a running jump. If I had jumped a little sooner, I would have right where I wanted, but didn't. So we'll push this movable block in. This is going to give us access to that pillar. That's going to open up the next part of the level. But what we'll then want to do is jump up here, jump to the next ledge, and then jump here. We need to shimmy to the right to a ceiling that's high enough to get through it standing. And when we come up here, I'm going to go ahead and switch to my shotgun because there is a panther that's going to show up. You should take 2 shots in close range. Yep. And then there's a ledge up here that you can come up to. There's a small med pack here, and then at the top, and you're going to see there's some magnum clips. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch to my magnums. And the magnums are pretty badass, so I'm going to do it's going to be like an Atlantic. It's like a cat mummy type creature. It's going to show up as soon as you enter this area. And they really are quite ferocious. They move fast, they are aggressive, and when they die, they like blow where you have to stand clear of them. You'll get hurt. There he is. I guess it's a good thing I fell in the water because then I can get these magnum clips. We can swim around here. There's going to be some more of those. And it's all the better because you will most likely need this to fight the Atlanteans. But you could fight the still, sir. So you normally want to stand clear of those guys. Over here there is a movable block that you can pull out. I'll show you guys what's behind it. I'm going to pull this movable block out. Behind the movable block there's a keyhole that's going to open up this door. We need the sapphire key to open that, so I'm going to show you guys where the sapphire key is. How to get the sapphire key, we need a Sphinx. We need to do is try jumping and grab this ledge. We would then come this way, back up, grab, and then shimmy to. There's like a little space behind the Sphinx that we can come up, and we're gonna find like a passage. That's gonna lead us to some goodies. Some shotgun shells we can pick up. Here's the sapphire key. I'm gonna come down here, use the sapphire key. And equip my magnums because there is a panther in this next room here. Panther usually spawns when you get to about halfway, like right here. So it takes more shots with the magnums than it does with the shotgun, but the magnums go a lot faster and in some ways they're more efficient to use. You can look along these ledges and see what goodies there are. See anything to pick up, so now we're gonna come in here. There's gonna be this fenced off area, and if we look, there's another panther that shows up. We look out that way, that's the room of the Sphinx, so we were there just a moment. There's this big open area that usually tells an enemy that you have to... it's gonna spawn. There's a croc in this next room. Crocs are relatively easy given, despite their size. Now in this next room I'm going to show you guys our first secret. We want to look to the right of this statue. Go over here. Yep, this is our first secret. Large med pack, some magnets. Bad of a deal. So over here is a cat statue, and it's like a trap door that opens, but we don't have access to that yet, so I'm going to show you guys what you would need first. You would need to go into this pool of water. There's an underwater passageway over here. There's a lever that you pull, and that's going to open up this door. Secret passageway up here. There's a switch that you pull. It sounded like a tornado, but it wasn't. It did something different. It lowered a golden platform that we can then jump to. We'll get there a little bit later. I'll show you guys how. I'm gonna hang from the ledge. What I can do is pull this block. Then we'd want to pull this block into position because we want to jump to this ledge that's behind us. Right now it's still too far. Like you see, there's another movable block up there. We're going to get to that in just a minute. So, jump up here, back up, do a running jump, press action to grab the ledge. Then when we get up here, we're going to push this block forward, and that's going to unveil a secret passageway. That's going to lead us to a switch that's going to open something else that we need. So you go in here, look at this door. Not really anything. Over here is a switch that that's going to open up a hatch. So then you come out here, you need to push the block in another space. Then when I'm up here, there is a switch over here to the right that you need to get out and... It's gonna open like a door that's tap. So then we're gonna come this way. Well, you want to be careful. I should have been a little more to the right. If you're too far to the left, Lara will bump the ceiling, cause her to fall to her death. So we're going to get the magnum clips. We're going to come down here. You want to make sure to look first, because see, if I go off the wrong way, I could fall to her doom. But over here there's a slide. I can slide down. And I safely make a small... So now what I can do is look this way. I can do a running jump. And then what I can do is do another running jump to this ledge where I can get these magnets. Oh, and there's our second secret. So you'd want to come up here. Now if you see that ledge on top of the doorway, that's where our second secret is. So you want to angle her to the right and then do a running jump. You should be able to make that. So we get some Uzi clips. We still don't have our Uzis, but we will. Now what you want to do is grab the ledge, and that's going to spawn the boulder. And it's best to grab the ledge because that spawns the boulder, but you're not in a place where it can hurt you. And we also spawned a croc. Alright, so we've got secrets number 1 and 2. Now we can come over here. You want to roll and grab the edge. This is where you want to drop because the fall is lightest. She doesn't take damage here, but she does if you drop another place to the left. So you can look down here. There's like there's not really anything there but spike pit. But what you can do is look in this space to the left. There's like an open passageway here. But you see, basically that's just a trap. There's not really anything good that comes out of going that way, so I would just avoid. It's basically, if I didn't know what I was doing, I would have been spiked. I'm gonna save my game. And I'm gonna continue on this way. Over here, there's some magnum clips. Over here, there's a switch that you pull. That's going to open up a hatch above. So now what I'm going to do is use my pistols, because there are panthers below. kind of annoying. The enemies like to go behind things, so it makes it harder to hit them. You can do it. So we killed one, the other one should die in a few more hits. Should be near dead, I'll just... Yep, that did it. Now, what I'm going to do is take a small med pack, and then I'm going to draw my shotgun, because although I killed those two, two more will spawn and a door will open when I come over here. Yeah. The shotgun deals a great punch of damage. So, this door opened up a large med pack. Later on, the door across is going to open, and that's going to unleash two more something else to pick up. So, I'm then going to come up here. There's going to be a bridge. When I cross the bridge, that there is going to open the door for me. But what I'm going to do first before I go back down is secret number 3 is behind that statue, so I'm going to jump to this ledge far over here, jump up this way, and that's secret number 3, shotgun shells. So, when we come and look in this door, there's a small med pack that's unveiled to us. It's pretty good. Not as good as the large med pack, but it can still give you significant. So, what we'll then do is come back onto this pillar and get back to that ledge. This doorway. This way. It's like another Atlantean that shows up. I killed it. So there is a door up there that you could go to, but you need more sand. So there's a switch that unleashes sand. I'm going to come up this way. This pillar here, we're going to find the second sapphire key, which we are going to need, but it's best we go ahead and pick this up now. That gives us access to the end of the level. And then come up this sand. There's going to be this passageway that we can go through. There's going to be these ledges that you jump on. We were down there a while ago, so that's the room we were at just after we got our first sapphire key and left the big sphinx. So there's some magnum clips we can pick up. We can turn this way. Come up. Switch. So then, to let. That was a close one. I almost needed to scoot up a little bit. So, see, now a bunch of sand has been released, so now you can drop down. We're going to slide. You want to grab. But now, since a bunch of sand has been let into this room, you can then go up this ramp. This tile is slidable, so you want to go over that. And in this room, there's nothing over there, but there is our second our key in. That's going to open up that. Should be the end. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We got 14 all 3 secrets. Just over 20. Took just over 20. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and leave so much. Awesome.